Hey everyone, it's Wowous. We're here with Heroes of the Storm, and today we're playing as Deathwing. Deathwing is probably my favorite hero right now. I've been playing him an awful lot. I got him up to level 15, and very, very quickly as in terms of win rate. So I've got about an 80% win rate with him in quick match, which is pretty fantastic. I mean, he was a little overpowered, and he's been nerfed since I made my first video. I did a tutorial video, a build guide on how I build him, but essentially the Cliff Notes version is I play him as essentially just a ranged hero. I almost never use his melee skills. I've tried them, I just don't think they're super effective. I think you're going to find a lot more effectiveness. Hold on one second. Just going to try to do as much damage as we can while two of our teammates chill out of the base. But essentially you want to try to do as much damage as you can with his Q, capturing people when they've been either stunned or trapped, like this, and just try to beef up that. His auto attack is really your main melee skill that you want to use, and his E is just a fantastic stun, a little difficult to aim sometimes, but it's pretty forgiving too in terms of catching people that are pretty close to it. Deathwing suffers definitely from if he gets focused by the enemies, so you really need to be careful, especially early on. He gets more powerful as the game goes on, but especially in these very early levels, he's very easy to focus down until he's got Bellowing Roar, and until he's got some different things. So I like taking Draconic Might at level 1 because it just gives you an opportunity to escape. As folks take down your armor, it gives you just some brief invulnerability to get out of there in case you do get ganked like this. Drop down my E to stun the folks. You see that protection comes up. I'm able to go back and grab this. The W here, try to use it primarily to slow folks down. The Q to melt lanes, especially early on, very, very effective at siege damage. The W is a great way, again, to slow folks down, and the E is that great stun. You don't get your R for a few minutes, but just another thing that you want to use during team fights, or when folks are trying to escape, slows them, does damage over time. Just all around great. I hope you're all doing well. Obviously things have been pretty crazy around the world lately. For myself, I think I mentioned in my last video, we just moved, so it's been chaotic as we try to get everything set up and doing some home projects and all that sort of stuff. And then to also have this now working from home like many folks. I hope you're all doing well, but it's going to be a strange time. And I found that sitting on the computer, doing work all day at home on the computer has not lended itself to wanting to then spend my free time making videos after the fact. Got to be careful of Genji, right? His deflect there can do a lot of damage to you if he deflects your Molten Flame. So you got to be very careful when you're up against the Genji. Make sure that he doesn't melt you down with his deflect. Almost the entire enemy team's here. Trying to stun him, but misses him just by a bit of damage. Drop down our flame here on top of Gudon. And my flame by itself wouldn't have killed Gudon, but you saw that my teammates were able to get a little bit of damage out there. I've got 22 gems, which is not... It's like a lot of gems to be sitting on top of. So I'm going to try to very quickly turn these in. Perfect. Use the W there just to kind of get vision and make sure that nobody's coming, and if he does, that it will slow him down. You kind of use the W to de-incentivize people from moving to a certain location. You see there I'm going to take off my Q because he's going to deflect and do a lot of damage. And always remember to stop your Q if you're not using it, or if it's not going to be a very good use of energy, especially early on here. You need that energy. A little bit low. I'm not going to catch these bottom folks. use our melee, which is pretty powerful. So far, we're pretty evenly matched. Both teams at about the same XP. Both teams we're a little bit behind in terms of gems. I'm going to turn in here, I think, just to get them out of my system. You can see they're coming up this way to turn in. Turn that off right when he jumps in. And kind of convince him, right? So I put the W behind him because I knew as soon as he saw me going to move, he thinks I'm going to drop down my Q, because it has sort of the same animation, right? Like, it looks like initially, if you're not like a well-versed Death Knight player, right, it looks like he's about to launch his Flame Breath, but instead I use this W a lot, and it doesn't do as much damage per second as the Q, obviously, but it does, the slow is really what gets people. It gets them in a position where they can easily back off. And you see, just kind of harassing this energy, at the same time, kind of slowly pushing these. We get our web weavers, which is great. I'm just going to drop my W on top of this for the moment, just to do a little bit of damage. He's 9 per second or so. Not a ton of damage. Trying to bait out his deflect. Health's a little low. But you see that Diablo comes up behind him and kind of does a little bit of damage on him, which should give us enough time here to push this pretty well. As he goes to heal up, right, I'm going to drop my flame right on top of him. Let's see. Get that push down. I'm going to grab Bellowing Roar. It's definitely my preference at level 10. Stun. Always put the stun at weird angles if you can. You don't want to. You want to go to the side of where they are, because in general people aren't going to run straight if I see launching that. But do what you can to make it unpredictable. Got these skills here. Drop this on top of it again, just to do more damage to it. Even if you don't kill it, right, like, you're getting it down pretty low, so that if I get close enough with Flame Breath, I should be able to do it. What I'm going to do in the meantime is just fly up and pick up some health for the next kind of round of team fights. You see Rhaegar's here with 42, so I'm going to drop right on top of him here and try to help trap him. There he goes. He's dead. Drops 42 gems. Perfect. Now these folks are in trouble, right? Nice escape there by Genji. Just knock off these folks, push this lane up. In the meantime, the top fort is gone. Catch Gridon here, which should last Melton. And kind of a tempting opportunity there to use my ult, but I didn't want to put myself in a position where I'm flying the wrong way behind this fort. But I definitely thought about it there, right? Like, your initial thought when you see something in a situation like that is, oh, I could make it a nasty move there. But our stun there, right, super effective. Now we get them kind of down one person pretty consistently. We're going to push this lane back as hard as we can. And you can take quite a bit of damage here, so it's okay to sit underneath the fort for a brief period of time with your armor. In the meantime, push this lane back. Drop our W again. And again, you see here, never using the melee, right? Everything is ranged. My issue with the melee stuff is that it doesn't do enough damage over time, and it doesn't have enough benefit. Certainly its Q is good in terms of the charge, and its W is like fine, but comparative to the range stuff, every single one of these things is effective. I'm going to Skyfall on top of them here so we can get down if we need to. But we're going to try to wait until we're up closer to full health. Trying to avoid jumping into this if I can. We're going to take Wicked Inferno here, and I'm going to jump down because they're kind of in a bad position. And I'm going to bellow. Stun them. Oh, I just missed them with the flame. I'm going to ult here to just sort of push these folks down. And our team needs to disengage, right? Like, this is... Yeah, it's not a great 3v3. Let this lane push and take down this. This is what the goal should be, right? Is to get this pushed down. Your breath is going to do a lot more to the minion wave than it is to this. So using your Q on this is not super effective. You're better off using energy right now in a team fight for your E to stun like that. And then drop down your W if you want. Just a little bit of damage and potentially melt it down. But overall, you see my energy is pretty much at full. I'm going to drop down the minion wave again. Because then I can basically take out the entire minion wave, and I might catch some enemy heroes in the middle of it. In the meantime, you see they have to retreat. Drop it again. Take out the bear, which is fine. We get them pushed pretty good here. So we just drop our W again. Again, de-incentivize them from coming across this. Drop down our Q now. And he tries desperately to like get into my wave, but my team's doing a good job of making sure that you can't do a lot with this the front there. I'm gonna drop down a stun again on the way out, just to keep easy. We hit 2 of them on the way out, just keep them slow. Right? Again, there, use your W to keep him from doing anything too powerful. And we're both kind of flaming out the area. But we're very low health. And our healer goes down now. You know, that doesn't directly impact me, it definitely impacts this team fight. So I'm going to use my Q here to melt this wave. Pick up a bunch of gems. We're at 23, so that's more than enough to turn in. So my thought here is you turn in, grab plating so you can heal up a little bit, and then we're gonna Dragonflight to get out of here and just heal up to full while the web weavers are descending. Our team's gonna be able to push this down pretty well. Your E, not super powerful, right? It does about 100 damage. It helps speed up this if you need to get down quick. But when you hit like a full minion wave, when they're circled around like that, you can do a decent amount of damage. Nice Genji. That Genji actually is pretty good at dodging and stuff. He's not too bad. We're back at full health, so we're going to drop down to the mid. Most of our team is down at the bottom. Pushing that, we're going to be able to push down this. I'm pretty confident. So we'll start up here by using our W. That should take out that tower. And then we're going to use our melee here. We're at full energy, so we can now, when this mini wave comes, Dragon Breath it down. We don't even need to, really. Drop our W on top of that. And now we're in a position where I think we might actually be able to core them quicker. So just sort of keep that damage going. Seagull Dawn running around to their side. Now I'm going to meet them on the other side here. Can't quite get him, but it's just sort of like now they're running around their core, right? Like they're not going to be able to do much if they can't stay up. Now I have to be careful because I have a lot of gems too, so I can't core this right now. I gotta get back and be able to turn in, which I think is what we're gonna do here. We might be able, we're like on top of their core, but there's only, our Varian's down, our healer's back, so I think it's kind of best to just go turn in and then get ready for that final push. But we've got them down to about 2/3, which means, you know, we haven't lost a single fort yet. We just get that in. Drop down the stun. Not a great thing there. Not good for our healer at all. Not good at all. Drop down another stun. Melt this wave. And they're going to get there. We're going to shield up here really quickly. And then we're going to Dragonflight to get out of here. You can also grab this. I could have fountaining and grabbed it to heal up a little bit faster. But I'll save it because they're just sort of pushing back. And if they get a real good push going, I need to be able to fountain it. Okay, they're all going mid here. So it's really a game of how much stuff. down our stun. And we're gonna flame. We are hitting that. He's got a pretty wide hitbox. He's got a pretty wide hitbox there. Take these folks out. And again, we're just going to keep melting these lanes down every time they show up. And it only takes about half our energy now to melt down that. And you see here, they're pushing. They're going to get into this tangle bottom, and what I'm going to do in the meantime is push this. So I'm able to take out, this is the last wave right before the core. So this is going to push the entire wave here to the core. Ult. And then we're going to flame. This should be enough to take out the shields. And W on top of it to keep the shields down. Because remember, the more your W is like just sitting on them like that, the longer their shields are going to go down. Now they have to take their team and spin them back like this. So now I'm going to bellow them. You see Diablo here. Now we've got one lane pushed. Meanwhile, they're kind of pushing top, which is an interesting decision. But now we're going to see if we can sneak up behind them. At least get Mergen. Merden's got his jump, so you gotta be careful he doesn't sneak. Just gets by. Let's see if we can push this down a little bit. And all we need is really one more turn in and we should be good to go. We're just short about TF5. Folks have them, they just haven't turned them in. This is good though. Again, just pushing this thing. You see here on the stat screen, right, a lot of siege damage, a lot of experience. Now I'm going to use my ult here to hopefully take out her again. That's Gul'dan just chilling there. And now our web weavers are coming, so my goal right now is just not to die. Drop this down. Try to flame them.
Triple kill.
And then just let our minions help get the win. Gotta be careful down bottom here, right, because of this, but other than that, we'll drop down both of our flames. We should have this. So hopefully you see a little bit of how to play Deathwing in terms of quick match, and he's somebody who just you can win an awful lot with as long as your team plays smartly. He's, as you see here, pretty effective. 2 kills, 15 assists. So not going to get a lot of your kills yourself, but 50% of the siege damage is just fantastic. So a lot of that damage, and a good team to go with us this time. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you do and like it, like, subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you out there soon.